Sonic Frontiers, the game that in my opinion redefined and revived the Sonic franchise. Now if you don't understand why I believe this, let me give you context, and it's big, so sit back and grab a snack. And also, before I do that, it would be very highly appreciated if you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, especially if you like this type of content and want to be notified of such things, such as me live streaming where you can chat and chill with the one and only. With that said, let's get into how Sonic Frontiers revived the franchise. Before Sonic Frontiers had released or even had an announcement, the Sonic series was going through a bit of a struggle. Within the last 10 years, the series was going through a serious downward spiral that was causing the destruction of the franchise's reputation. In 2010, Sonic Colors had released and was considered a breath of fresh air after its predecessors like Sonic 06, Sonic and the Secret Rings, and Shadow the Hedgehog released prior within the last 5 years, which all had poor reception. And even at the time, Sonic Unleashed, which is now a fan favorite, had gotten a 4.5 by IGN, which that definitely will have some lasting effects regardless of how much the game is loved now. At least Unleashed Recomp revolutionized the game and truly showed the potential of it. Shout out to Unleashed Recomp. Sorry, just had to go a little off track. I love Unleashed. After Sonic Colors had released to unanimous praise by critics and fans, besides the fact that the game is 80% 2D, the next game was to come was Sonic Generations, which was heavily praised by both fans and critics for doing what Unleashed and Colors both did best, and taking it to the next level with a mix of nostalgia and modernized gameplay that everyone to this day still loves from Generations. After all, Sonic Generations is considered one of the best Sonic games in the whole franchise to this day. After these two games both got heavy praise, you'd expect the next game to be even better, right?
You stupid!
Sonic Lost World. This game is one that is quite controversial, and in every aspect, from gameplay to story to level design to whatever that's Sonic Boom. Sorry. We'll get to that soon. Sonic Lost World, instead of using the highly praised boost formula, which most fans were expecting for it, went for a more simple style, kind of like the adventure formula, but also not because you can quite literally tell that they were appealing this game to people who liked Mario Galaxy, and well, didn't really work because many people dislike the game. But hey, I enjoy it. Not that it matters. The story, well, it barely had one, like Colors, but Colors was actually fun. It had really cool execution, unlike Lost World, which in my opinion falls a little flat, it being just simply too generic. After Lost World and its controversial record compared to Colors and Generations, Sega released a trailer showing, oh dear god, this game was just ass. Nothing else to say about it, it's just ass. Remember when I said that we'll get to Sonic Boom? Eventually, we did, and now we're done. Fuck this game. Get it out. I don't want to see it anymore. After that shit show, we didn't get any proper mainline Sonic projects until the 25th anniversary, where they announced two games. The first being Sonic Mania. And let me tell you, I was hyped when this game came out. Going back to the classic roots of Sonic with characters like Mighty and Ray, an animated short series, and Christian Whitehead, who worked on the mobile ports for Sonic 1 and 2, was a part of this. I was ready for this game, and boy, it delivered. It's literally everything a Sonic fan would want from a game like Mania. Look, I still prefer Sonic 3 over Mania, but it's damn close how much I love both. In Sonic 3, my love for that game is partially biased, okay? The main thing is that Mania delivered. It delivered really well. Fans and critics both heavily praised the game for going back to the roots of the older games while emphasizing on it and modernizing with new characters and other stuff. Wait, didn't I say two games? Oh no. No! Sonic Forces was the heavily anticipated 25th anniversary game that came out a whole year after. And yes, so did Mania, but it's Mania, so we'll give it an exception. Forces is just such a bland and sorry excuse for a game that was aiming to be dark and edgy. And the game opened to horrible reviews by fans and critics. Oh my god. This was when Sonic was hitting a new low point. Both Mania and Forces being short games. Look, Mania is the exception. It's a classic game, okay? And Forces being the one Sega had hyped us up for. It brought Mania into the shadows, man. And Forces into the spotlight. But in the worst way. Forces didn't satisfy the fans in any sort of way. And I'm just putting that lightly, okay? I'm coming back to Forces for another video, and you'll see the real shit I got with this game, okay? I got bad things on this game, okay? This was another backfire in terms of an anniversary special for Sonic, with 06 also being a huge flop. After Forces, the Sonic community was in quite of a pickle, fearing that the series may switch completely to selling merchandise like toys, clothes, etc. And I myself had feared that it might be the end of Sonic the Hedgehog in terms of video games. But fear not, because the next project was Team Sonic Racing? Yeah, this game was also really boring. Absolutely nothing special about this game in my opinion besides the fact that teamwork is the new gimmick, which sounds cool on paper, but just doesn't work in execution. Oh, and they removed the boats and planes? What the actual fuck was Sega thinking, removing the thing that made Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed so unique and fun? Well, Team Sonic Racing was a major flop, dying out within 3 days of release, and Sega was bold, man. They were some bold-ass motherfuckers at the time. They released this game around the same time as Crash Team Racing, which did far better than TSR. It had actual online servers that had concurrent players. After the quiet flop of Team Sonic Racing, Sega released nothing during the 2020 period as COVID became a real motherfucker who affected many lives. And on a side note, I send respects and love to those who have lost someone due to COVID-19. It was a bad time for all of us. Redirecting ourselves, it wasn't until 2021, aka the 30th anniversary, when we got some announcements for the next projects. 2 in particular, Sonic Colors on current gen platforms, and a new modern Sonic game that had probably the most vague teaser that I've ever watched. I couldn't distinguish or identify jack shit about this trailer, man. Going to the Sonic Colors on platforms like the PS4, yeah, this shit flopped hard, dude. Sonic Colors Ultimate was meant to be, well, the superior Ultimate Edition to the original, which was stuck on the Wii, with 480p visuals that don't hold well in today's standards. And Colors Ultimate is meant to do what the original couldn't, and it somehow did it worse. First of all, to anyone who has experienced epilepsy or is just sensitive towards vigorous graphics that may trigger some sort of reaction, I recommend you to skip to this timestamp I put on the video so you can avoid those. Jesus Christ, Sega, did you guys have like 3 months to develop this? Because I don't think I've seen glitches like this from 06 ever. And the saturation and overall color of this, I mean, it just looks so weird. And when they say that the colors feel so right, that's dead wrong. I mean, the colors look weird. They're so brightened, but they don't pop or look beautiful. It just looks out of place. The cutscenes also have this weird AI upscale, which I don't mind too much, but are quite obvious to distinguish, and the game was just delivered heavily unfinished. Classic old 2021 Sega, right? About that Sonic game, which had a very vague trailer, we didn't get jack shit in terms of updates about it from Sega till June 1st, 2022, when IGN, yes, IGN, the same people who gave Sonic Unleashed a 4.5 were the first to show gameplay of Sonic Frontiers. And it was bad. I mean, the gameplay and everything that was shown just didn't live up to people's expectations. And we also got a release date, November 8th, 2022. Classic old Sega releasing their games during the holiday season, right? I mean, can't blame them. The hype for Frontiers was controversial as many people were very skeptical. And even my friend Mr. Boomer, who you should go subscribe to, had allegedly told me, keyword, allegedly, Sega were going to close up shop and end up resorting to only selling merchandise like clothes, toys, hell, even diapers, if Frontiers didn't perform like how they would hope it would. And sooner than later, the day would come, November 8th, 2022, and Sonic Frontiers was released to the public, and people actually liked it, some even loving it. Now, obviously some didn't like various things about the game, and right now the game is getting backlash for some reason. But at the time, people loved Sonic Frontiers because it did something different from the other games. It wasn't lazy like Forces, it was actually executed right, and actually had a pretty interesting story. Now, not the most interesting, but had a pretty good and consistent one that gave me hope. The Sonic community also started spiking up. I would see Reddit posts about the game actually being good, and it was seen everywhere. YouTubers were actually playing the game and they liked it. For example, DanTDM, man, he loved the music so much and liked the game overall. And oh my god, the music, the heavy praise towards the godly music and boss fights. Sonic Frontiers basically revived the Sonic fanbase and had given hope to the fans. Hope that we all thought had been lost when Sonic was doing well. Shit. My initial thoughts on the game was that I thought it was a great way to rebound Sonic fans back into the series and be given hope that Sega was taking this seriously and were going to deliver on the upcoming projects. And boy was I right. I was such a smart kid back then. As the title of the video says, this was how Sonic Frontiers revived the franchise, by being a stepping stone and a great one that would slowly show Sega showing their efforts in future projects. In 2023, we got Sonic Superstars, which had gotten good feedback from fans and critics, but ultimately got overshadowed by Mario Wonder, which I love Mario Wonder, I actually love that game. In 2024, we got Sonic X Shadow Generations, which was heavily praised by both fans and critics. Hell, even IGN gave this game like an 8 or a 9, which is crazy. Sonic Generations was a clean remaster that ran super well on current gen platforms, and Shadow Generations is by far one of the best mainline games, and overall, just an overall really good Sonic game. Smooth gameplay, fantastic and emotional storytelling, peak stages and bosses, except BioLaser. That one's not that good. And the Sonic movies. The Sonic movies gained more traction, which already gave Frontier support and helped the franchise gain more fans. And the third Sonic movie, oh my god, that movie was the most positively received Sonic movie. Fans loved it, and I loved it. It was so good, man. The Sonic series was in a great spot with their games and movies, both doing very well, with the Sonic movie series reaching 1 billion across all 3 movies. Yeah, I know the Mario movie made like 1 billion alone, but the Sonic movies are just better, and if you don't agree, then fight me. Now, 2025 was not as good as 2024 for Sonic, but sure was a great year as well, because we got Sonic Racing Crossroads, which was an absolute hit of a title, selling over 1 million copies, gaining mass praise from both fans and critics, and even Nintendo fans who were playing Mario Kart World, which didn't get as good as reviews as Sonic Racing. And the best part about these projects is that they have all been good. Great, actually, in my eyes. Sonic has never been bigger across the world, and Sega even had the guts to throw a little fire at Nintendo with that commercial that they made, calling out Mario Kart World for being too slow, boring, and open. Hell, that's Sega. And don't mention that, let's not even mention what happened at the Game Awards. That's just pure robbery.
To Mario Kart World.
What?
Nintendo. Here are the nominees.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bullshit! Boo this man!
Oh, wait. I forgot about Sonic Dream Team and Sonic Rumble. Sonic Dream Team, in my opinion, was actually a really great mobile game. It sucks that it's locked behind Apple Arcade, and other than that, it's actually really good for, well, yeah, a mobile game. Sonic Rumble, on the other hand, it's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not horrible, but it ain't that great. Sega became Nintendo with this game as well. I mean, those prices. Sega were some greedy-ass motherfuckers with those. Overall, I do believe Sonic Frontiers revived the franchise because 1, it was a good game that circulated hype around the community when it released. 2, because it created a stepping stone that notified fans that Sega wasn't playing around anymore and were going to try their best with their new content from here on out. And they proved that with each of their games getting from simple good reviews to being absolutely praised and glazed by both fans and critics. Sonic Forces has created a big dent that Sega couldn't undo, so they did the best thing possible. They took their time with the next project, delivered, and proved that they weren't done just yet, and that they have more in the store as we speak, with Frontiers 2 allegedly coming out this year and being the biggest Sonic game yet. Well, that's it for me. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it's a bit of a short one and my explanation is all over the place. This is just the first time I've done a full-on analysis video in a while, so I'm quite rusty. But with that said, I appreciate everyone who has watched this video to the very end. If you like this video, then if you could hit that subscribe button for me, it would mean the absolute world to me. And once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Until the next one, I actually am a Sonic channel.